What's up guys, thank you for tuning in to ICE TV. My name is Philip Price and today we're going over the location of all 6 time trials for the Falconeer Warrior Edition, what they unlock and how to complete the time trials. If you guys find this video at all helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe. Doing so really helps the channel to grow. Now I am going to go over these in no particular order. Truly, it's because as soon as you get access to the game in the Dunkle chapter, you can pretty much go to any and all of them at any point in time. Now, as you can see here, the first one on our list is the Imperial Peak location. It did take me several times to make it through this one, so feel free to watch this video over and over until you actually get a good feel for it, and then you can go back and run through it. If you fail the first couple of times, don't stress too much about it. You can do this, just keep trying. Now once you do clear this time trial, if you go to Imperial Peak, you can now buy the Royal Strong Feather, which as you can see here costs 12,000 shards, but it does have some of the best agility, speed, and energy ratings in the game. Next on the list is Skars Hollow, which is located all the way north on the map. Honestly, this should have been the first one on the list, mainly because it is the easiest one to complete. You just have to run through the trial in 40 seconds or less, and honestly, it doesn't have to be a perfect run. You can actually mess up a couple of times, which you'll actually see me do in this run here. But once you complete this trial, you unlock the mount called the North Sarks Spotter, I think? I can't remember exactly what it's called, but basically it's one of the best early game mounts because it does have an incredibly high health rating as well as an incredibly high regen rating, and it only costs 3,000 shards, so it's a really good mount to have early in the game. But yeah, like I mentioned, I messed up a couple of times on this run and I still completed it in 38 seconds, so 2 seconds shy, and here it is, the Northern Sark Spotter. You can get this bird right at the beginning of the game, so I highly recommend doing this time trial first. Next on our list is the time trial for the Mawbridge. At least I think it's the bird for the Mawbridge. I'm going to be completely honest. As you saw on the map, the Mawbridge and the shard were actually orange, so I actually completed this one using playing for a faction that is, I guess, enemies, or at least not friendly with those factions. So I was able to complete the actual time trial, but I have no idea what it unlocks. As you can see here, it is fairly simple. It only took like 1 or 2 tries just to basically learn the course, and then I was able to complete it pretty easily. If you guys actually complete it and find out what the reward is, let me know in the comments below. Future price here. I was going back through all of my recordings, and it turns out I did actually go back to the Mawbridge after completing this time trial, and the Imperial Battlebound is the bird that you get for doing this. It's 4,000 shards, and it's got some pretty decent stats. Our next time trial is not easy. It is just south of Port Remit, and you do have to clear it in 25 seconds or less. Now, it took me a long time to actually clear this one because you do have to go pretty fast in order to clear this. I don't know if you can actually beat it with a mount that has a slower speed rating, but with a fast one, you can afford one mistake, and as you can see here, you barely complete it with just one mistake. But when you do complete it, you unlock the ability to purchase the Mongrous Thoroughbred, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the best mount in the game. Next on the list is Dunkle, which you have to beat it in 40 seconds or less, but once you get the hang of it, it's really not that difficult. The most difficult part about this is actually learning the course. You can make a couple of mistakes and still clear it pretty easily, as you can see here. But once you figure out exactly which pattern you have to go through the course, you can clear it pretty easily. Now, after you clear this trial, you gain the ability to purchase the Mongrous, which has a pretty good agility stat for such an early mount. And finally, I saved the most difficult time trial for last, and it's located just southeast of the Stargazer. Now, the reason why this one is the most difficult is because during certain times of the day, it's impossible to complete. You have 47 seconds to travel through this time trial, but during a certain time of the day, which I believe is actually... Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not even going to lie exactly when it spawns. But right here, there's a wind tunnel that spawns that just pushes you directly upwards, making you unable to complete the trial. Period. There's just no way of doing it. Even with this run that I did here, which was as close to flawless as I could get it, I still barely cleared the 47-second time frame, which, as you can see, is 44 seconds. Now, once you complete this time trial, I know earlier I said, there was another mount that I thought was the best, but no, this one, the Ravenkin, is hands down the best mount in the game. But again, it's the most difficult one to obtain, so there you go. And that's it. Guys, if this guide was at all helpful, please let me know. If you guys have been following me for a while, I just recently crossed that 1,000 subscriber threshold, so I'm really happy at the progress that I've been making on this channel, and I'm finally able to, start paying some bills with this one. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay tuned to Ice TV.